Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Prem here, and today we're going on a wild safari adventure. Without the safari, and well, without the fur. You heard that right, we're diving into the world of hairless animals. Now you might be thinking, Prem bhai, hairless animals, what's next bald eagles? Are, hold your horses, you won't believe how different some of your favorite creatures look without their furry coats. Imagine a lion looking like a giant wrinkled chihuahua. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you get the picture. So buckle up, grab your imaginary binoculars, and get ready to be amazed by these 10 animals that are rocking the hairless look. First up, we've got the mighty bear. Imagine, if you will, Balu Bhaiya from your favorite cartoon, but without his luxurious fur coat. He's looking less like a cuddly teddy and more like, well, a very large, slightly grumpy, hairless hamster. Without all that fur, bears look surprisingly lanky and, dare I say, a bit vulnerable. All that muscle and power is on full display, but without its warm, fuzzy insulation, our bear friend looks like he'd lose a staring contest with an ice cube. But hey, let's be honest, you wouldn't want to cross paths with a hairless bear, fur or no fur. They still have those claws and teeth. Still, it makes you appreciate the important role fur plays in an animal's life, doesn't it? It's not just about looking good, it's about survival. Next up, we're moving from the forest to your living room. Well, maybe not literally. Let's talk about everyone's favorite feline friend, without the fur. Now, some of you might be thinking, Prem bhai, I've seen a hairless cat. They look like little wrinkly aliens. And you know what? You're not wrong. Hairless cats, like the Sphinx breed, are known for their unique otherworldly appearance. They've got these big bat-like ears, wrinkled skin that seems a bit too big for their bodies, and eyes that seem to hold ancient secrets. But hey, don't let their unusual looks fool you. These kitties are just as playful, mischievous, and cuddly as their furry counterparts. Just imagine no more cat hair on your black pants. But then again, you might have to invest in a tiny sweater or two to keep your hairless buddy warm in the winter. Speaking of our canine companions, you might be surprised to learn that hairless dogs exist too. And no, I'm not talking about your neighbor's chihuahua after a bad haircut. Let's talk about hairless dogs. These pups are like the athletes of the dog world, with their sleek, muscular builds on full display. Breeds like the Zoloit Squintly, try saying that 3 times fast, also known as the Mexican hairless dog, have been around for centuries. These pups are proof that you don't need fur to be absolutely adorable. They're known for being intelligent, loyal, and surprisingly warm to the touch. That's right, they might not have a fur coat, but they've got plenty of love to give. But hold on, we're just getting started. We're about to meet some truly unique creatures, starting with a furry friend's smaller cousin. Or should I say, its less furry cousin. Get ready to squeak with surprise. Chapter 4. Guinea pigs, the skinny on these hairless wonders. Next up, we have the guinea pig, or should I say, the skinny pig. These little guys are like the miniature hippos of the rodent world, with their plump bodies and wrinkled skin. Now, I know what you're thinking, Prem bhai. They look like they lost a bet with a hairless cat. And you know what? You wouldn't be entirely wrong. But don't let their lack of fur fool you. These little guys are just as social, playful, and full of personality as their fluffy counterparts. Plus, they're surprisingly soft and warm to the touch. Speaking of rodents, let's move on to a creature that often gets a bad rap. But without its fur, it might just steal your heart. Chapter 5. Rats, not so ratty after all. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Rats? Seriously, Prem bhai? But trust me on this one. Hairless rats, believe it or not, are actually kind of adorable. They look like tiny little pink elephants with their big ears, prominent whiskers, and wrinkly skin. They're proof that even creatures we might find a little creepy can be surprisingly cute without their fur. But don't forget, even though they might look a bit different, hairless rats still need just as much love, care, and attention as their furry brethren. Remember, it's what's on the inside that counts. Now, let's hop on over to another furry friend that looks surprisingly different without its fuzzy coat. Chapter 6. Bunnies without the fluff. A rare sight. Hold on to your carrots, folks, because we're about to meet a rare creature, the hairless rabbit. Yep, you heard that right. No fluffy tails or velvety ears here. These bunnies are all about showing off their lean physiques and long, expressive ears. They might look a bit like kangaroos in their birthday suits, but hey, who are we to judge? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? These unique rabbits are a reminder that nature loves to surprise us with its endless variety. Speaking of surprises, get ready to meet a hamster that's traded in its fluffy coat for a look that's both strange and endearing. Chapter 7. Hamsters. Hold the fur, extra cuteness. Next up on our hairless adventure, we've got the tiny but mighty hamster. Now picture this, a miniature hippopotamus, but without the tusks and with an extra dose of cuteness. That's what a hairless hamster looks like. These little guys are full of wrinkles and rolls, with their tiny ears and beady eyes peeking out. They might not be as soft and cuddly as their furry counterparts, but they're just as playful and entertaining to watch. Just imagine the wheel-running possibilities. No fur to slow them down, these little speed demons would be unstoppable. But don't worry, we haven't forgotten about the creatures of the night. Let's take a closer look at what lurks in the shadows, minus the fur coat. Chapter 8. Bats, the fur-free flyers of the night. Now we're diving into the world of nocturnal creatures with the amazing bat. But hold on to your hats, folks, because these aren't your average furry, fruit-loving bats. We're talking about bats without fur. Imagine a creature of the night with leathery wings, sharp claws, and, wait for it, no fur. It's enough to send a shiver down your spine, but also kind of fascinating, right? They look like something straight out of a superhero movie. These bats with their exposed skin remind us that nature is full of surprises. They might not be the cuddliest creatures on Earth, but they play a vital role in our ecosystem. So let's give them some respect, even if they do look a little like tiny winged gargoyles. Speaking of creatures that are often misunderstood, let's move on to our closest primate relatives, without their characteristic hair. Chapter 9. Chimpanzees, the bare necessities of being human-like. Now we're getting up close and personal with our closest relatives in the animal kingdom. Chimpanzees. But hold on a second. We're not talking about your average hairy chimpanzee here. We're talking about chimpanzees without a single hair on their bodies. Imagine a chimpanzee with all its human-like features, its expressive face, and its strong muscular build, but completely hairless. It's a sight that makes you realize just how closely related we are to these intelligent creatures. Without their fur, you can see their every wrinkle, every muscle twitch, and every emotion that crosses their faces. It's both fascinating and a little bit humbling. Finally, let's end our hairless adventure with a creature that's known for its prickly exterior. Or should I say, its lack thereof. Chapter 10. Hedgehogs, from prickly to perfectly smooth. Last but not least, we've got the hedgehog, a creature known for its prickly exterior. But what happens when you take away its signature spines? You get a hairless hedgehog, of course. Imagine a tiny, smooth, almost alien-looking creature with big ears, a pointy snout, and a surprisingly cute little behind. It's like a cross between a tiny piglet and a furry, well, a furless hedgehog, of course. These little guys might not have the same defense mechanisms as their prickly counterparts, but they make up for it with their cuteness. And there you have it, folks. 10 amazing animals that prove that you don't need fur to be fascinating, beautiful, and unique. So there you have it, folks. A wild ride through the world of hairless animals. From bears to hedgehogs, we've seen that nature is full of surprises, and beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and levels of hairiness. Remember, every creature, furry or not, plays an important role in our ecosystem. So let's show some love and appreciation for all animals, regardless of how much hair they have or don't have. Thanks for joining me on this epic adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome animal content, and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep exploring the amazing world around us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing animal facts. See you next time.